Hello, welcome back to more LEGO Star Wars Complete Saga. One last episode, we finished off free play mode for episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And in this episode, we're going to be heading all the way back to the first episode, once again, the Phantom Menace, because there are still 6 blue mini-kits that we have yet to collect. And you may be thinking to yourself, what in the world are blue mini-kits? I have never heard of those before. And I wouldn't blame you, because to my knowledge, this is the only LEGO game that has ever done this. And I hope it's the only ever LEGO game that ever does this, because wow, I really do hate this mode. It is, wait for it, challenge mode, in which you go back through all the levels for a second time, or third time if you count story mode. You went once in story, once in free mode, and then a third time in challenge mode. And this time you have to collect 10 more mini kits, but with a twist, because this time there's a timer. Yep. You have to find these 10 blue mini-kits in, I believe, 10 minutes or less. The timer might be flexible for some missions, but for the most part, it's 10 minutes or less. And if you fail, you gotta start all the way over again. A quick note, you cannot use any cheat codes or anything. My best advice for dealing with that is to utilize the Ghost Jedis, because the enemies don't attack them, so you may as well just use them to bypass enemies to save some time. And you also want, another thing is that the mini-kits are not in the same places that they were in free play mode, which is why I have obviously a second, I'm making this week's videos for challenge mode, and then last week's were for free play mode. So I think that's all I had to say about challenge mode. So without further ado, just start off as one of the 3 ghosts. The game will fill in the rest of your roster for you, just like it did with free play mode. So without further ado, let's start up with level 1, or chapter 1, negotiations. Okay, as soon as the level begins, you want to head to the back left-hand corner of the meeting room, and your first mini-kit is going to be right here. In the first hallway, you want to turn to the right, head through this door, and then you want to use the force on this platform over here to get the gears in position, then jump on the elevator and ride it into the next mini-kit. When you get to the end of the hallway, you're going to want to switch to a protocol droid, which, hey, there you are, TC-14. And head inside this room right here. And your mini-kit's going to be behind those 2 blue streams of light. Then when you get to this doorway right here, you want to switch to an astromech such as R2-D2 to open up this doorway like so. Then step inside, and you are going to find your blue mini-kit right here. Then you want to jump on top of this platform right here, and then use the force to use the force to lower that, to break open that right here, so that we can then proceed to quickly switch to a high jumper. Please tell me we have one of those. Yep. Jump in. I missed. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Jump. No. Okay, try again. Jump into the vent. There we go. Then you want to drop on down, quickly switch to an astromech, and hover your way across the gap. And here's your blue mini-kit. When you reach this room, you want to force these blocks into position, then double jump on top of them and into your next mini-kit. Force this canister into position, then double jump your way up here just like you did before. Use the astromech to open up the doorway and then step inside. Then use the same tactic you used in free play mode, where you stand on the red button, you stand on the gray button, then your partner stands on the red button, and then you high jump your way into this thing right here to grab your next mini-kit. You'll find the 8th mini-kit hiding down here. And number 9 will be hiding in the bottom right-hand corner of the area, just up here. Then number 10 is going to be behind the droid transport at the very end of the level. Once you collect all 10, the timer will stop and the level will automatically finish. You do not have to exit to the main menu or anything. And there is our challenge completed. Now on to the second level, and on to the second chapter, Invasion of Naboo. Take the first right, and you're going to find the blue mini-kit hiding among these rocks. The second mini-kit is going to be right out in the open among these flower beds on the right. The third mini-kit is also right out in the open just before you head up the stairs. Force away these blocks to reveal your 4th mini-kit in the wall. Your 5th mini-kit is going to be behind this block right here. Number 6 is on top of this platform. Use the thermal detonator to blow open this droid transport right here. Then head behind the droid transport into a newly revealed area. Once you enter, your minikit's just going to be right behind this thing right here. Then as soon as you finish collecting that one, you want to force this engine onto the tree over on the right hand side. Switch to a high jumper, jump your way on top, and into the minikit. Force these logs or bricks or whatever you want to call them out of the way, and your 9th minikit's going to be right behind them. And for number 10, you want to turn left as soon as you enter the last area, and there it is. That is our challenge completed. In the very first area, your first minikit is going to be behind this third door right here. Just go ahead and blast it open, and there it is. Number 2 is going to be behind this window right here. And minikit number 3 is going to be behind these 2 shiny containers right here. Once you jump out of the window, you want to head down over to the left-hand side, then switch from astromech to hover across the gap, like so. Then just grapple your way up to the top. Then your minikit's going to be over here on the left-hand side behind the two droidicas, if I can speak. There we are. Then hover back across the gap, and you want to walk your way along this path towards the right, and your blue minikit is going to be all the way at the very end, just around the corner. As soon as you drop down the hole, you want to head over back here, and your 6th minikit will be waiting for you. High jump your way over to this balcony from the left-hand side, then switch to a bounty hunter. Who do we have? Okay, this is not time that we can be wasting on this level. What bounty hunter do we have at our disposal? You, I think you're a bounty hunter. Yep. Use the tunnel that I need to blow open these windows, and the minikit is going to be just inside. From the top of this elevator, you'll switch to a high jumper and jump your way into your 8th minikit. In the last area, you're going to see your 9th minikit towards the back end of the area in between these 2 containers. And then number 10 is going to be all the way in the back right-hand corner, right along this ledge. And that is our challenge completed. You want to hold right as soon as the race begins, and you'll go straight into your first minikit. Before your first set of boosts, you're going to find your 2nd minikit. Pull back on the throttle after you drop off the ledge, and then stick to the left-hand side, so you can go into your 3rd minikit of the level. This one should be obvious. Just stick to the right-hand side, pull back on the throttle to go through the tie gate, and there's your minikit. The next one's going to be right in the middle of the cave. I recommend pulling back on the throttle periodically just to realign yourself, and I almost missed that one actually. It's a good thing I pulled back on the throttle. Then the next one's all the way on the right-hand side of this canyon. Keep an eye out for it, even I'm not sure where it is. There it is. Pull back on the throttle, and it's ours. Number 7 is going to be just after the canyon when you go through this hole right here. Then number 8 is going to be right here as you come around this corner heading for the last stretch of the race. And then number 9 is going to be just before your 2nd set of boost panels. Oh, sorry, yep. Okay, that's fine. I missed it, but we'll get it on the 3rd lap round. And speaking of the 3rd lap, the next one, I guess we're going to have to get this one first because I missed the other one. You can only get this one on the 3rd lap because the 3rd lap takes you a different route than the first 2. Straight ahead after this boost panel, so make sure you slow down the throttle or pull back on the throttle so you can actually get your hands on it. As to the one we missed the first time, it's going to be to the left of this set of boost panels, so I'm just going to line myself up. And that is our challenge completed. As soon as you spawn on the level, you want to grapple up to this ledge over here, and then hover or just jump your way across into the first minikit. And grapple your way up to the upper ledges inside the plaza, work your way around this little room right here, then go on the back side to reach your 2nd minikit. Once you reach the room with 2 buttons, you want to head to the end of the hallway on the left-hand side, and your minikit will be waiting for you next to the big statue. Go to the end of the corridor with all the red lights, and then use Sith Force on this platform right here to create a stepping stone which you can use to get to the higher level and reach your next minikit just up here. Before you enter the fountain area, you want to blow open these things on the right-hand side, then jump up from the stairs and find your minikit hiding behind here. Very sneaky. Follow the same steps you followed to get here in free flame mode in order to get the blue minikit, that being to hover across the bridge, then jump over here and use the force on the wall to get your way up here and get your 6th minikit. Then from there, you want to turn around and move, and then hover across the gap into your 7th minikit. In the next area, you want to drop down to the lower balcony, which is going to be just off this ledge right over here, and the minikit's going to be over on the right-hand side. You reach this room right here, which is just going to be just after the dining hall. You want to break open the statue right here, step on the button, and head up the staircase, and the minikit's going to be just at the top of the steps. Finally, in the hangar area, you want to head over to the 3rd starfighter from the left, and the minikit is going to be hiding behind these containers. And that is the challenge completed. As soon as you spawn on the level, you want to turn to the left, and here's your first minikit. Once you get across the bridge and over into the hangar area, you want to force together this starfighter right here. Then you want to force down the 2 levers on either side of the starfighter, and once the door is open, the minikit will be yours. Ascend to the lifts just as you did in free play mode, and then use an Imperial ability on the white circle right here. And then just once you get inside, the minikit's going to be waiting for you just in the center. Just like you did in free play mode, you want to go along the bottom right path instead of following Darth Maul up along the upper walkways. And your minikit's going to be behind this shiny door on the right-hand side. Just use a thermal detonator to blow it open, and your minikit will be waiting for you just on the other side. Just as you did before, you want to grapple your way up to the top, and then double jump, or double your way up here, and your minikit's going to be over here on the left-hand side. When you reach the third area, you want to head across the walkway on the left, and your minikit's going to be all waiting for you at the very end of the path. Then you want to jump into this beam of light and ride it all the way up to the top, and by that I mean all the way up to the top into your 8th minikit. You can't just stop at the top floor like you did with the other one. You'll find your 9th minikit just before you enter the last area, and the 10th and final minikit is going to be waiting for you on top of this platform right here. Just high jump your way on top, and that is your last challenge of the Phantom Menace completed. And there we go, that is 6 out of 6 challenges completed for the Phantom Menace. So, that's it for this episode, thanks for watching. See you for next time, I hope to catch you all later today for some more LEGO Star Wars Complete Saga. Goodbye!